The U.S. economy added 227,000 jobs in November, more than expected. The jobless rate, 4.2%. Investopedia's editor-in-chief Caleb Silver joins us now to talk more about this. This is the Super Bowl report for many people who cover the economy and watch what's really happening in the market. And the job, of course, is the cornerstone of most people's personal economy. This shows the labor market picked up speed again after those hurricanes and strikes slowed it down the month before.
Big rebound here, obviously, from October when we did have the weather issues. We had a strike at Boeing. We had other issues going on, and they revised October's numbers a little bit higher. But this shows stability in the labor market, 227,000 jobs added. You see that little spike in unemployment?
Yeah.
That's more people potentially looking for work, the way the Labor Department calls up homes and says, are you actually looking for work? Anybody in your home? Little spike there. I wouldn't make too much of it. But the earnings is key, right? We keep earning more month after month, 4% year over year, way outpacing inflation. So the labor market looks relatively strong, not a lot of jobs turnover. And this figure you and I both love, the labor force participation rate, 62.5%. Most people are working right now, and not that many people are long-term unemployed.
Let's put this 227,000 like in a longer context, if we can show what's been happening over the past year, because there was concern that these numbers were way too strong. I mean, it sounds counterintuitive, but the job market was too strong. Is it normalizing a bit here?
Yeah, we're still averaging around 200,000 jobs a month if you take it back 12 to 14 months, and that's a pretty good, healthy clip of hiring in this country, and you don't see a lot of turnover in jobs right now either. So we're in a good place. Is it too hot? Are we in the Goldilocks part of the economy? We still have inflation that's relatively hot, on its way down, but we also have this job market that's still pretty hot. So the economy's strong from those two headline perspectives.
Yeah, we heard Jay Powell, the Fed chief, say this week to Andrew Ross Sorkin at the Deal Book Summit. He basically said, we're in a good place in the economy. But the question is, this is the last big jobs report before the Fed meets next. Does this strong wage number, the strong job market, the strong economy mean the Fed should be careful about cutting interest rates again?
Yeah, well, Fed Chair Powell has been tiptoeing around whether or not the Fed will actually cut rates another 0.25% when it meets in 13 days, 5 hours and 22 minutes. I'm not counting. You're counting. But if you look at the percentages, it looks like a 68% chance that it will. This will be the last Fed meeting, too, before the inauguration. So all of this is coming together at the same time into the funnel right now. But the economy, from a headline perspective, super healthy. And we have a stock market at record highs. That produces the wealth effect. We have household income at a pretty much of a 12-month high. That produces the wealth effect either. So people are spending, and they can get a job if they need it.
So what about the inflation story? Because I saw Fitch, the credit agency, yesterday put out this note saying U.S. inflation risks are actually rising. Consumer spending is still super strong. Tariffs are likely to raise prices, President Trump's tariffs, and an immigration slowdown, again, likely to raise prices. What's the inflation story like for American households?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's going to be slowing down much. If you put all those things together into the blender, what do you get? You get the prospect for higher inflation, which is why Fitch is saying this story is not over yet. We're at around 2.6, 2.8% inflation, depending on which report you're looking at. That's a little hotter than the Fed likes it to be, but at the same time, retail consumers are still spending. You can still get a job if you want, and profits in the stock market continue to grow. So we have hot inflation, we have a hot labor market, but it's not slowing the overall economy down.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.